Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Random Camps. I'm TNG, and as ever, I've got some amazing builds to show you that my good friend Silver Bunny has found whilst exploring Appalachia. We've got some scrappy builds, we've got some clean builds. Let's get into it. Alright then, first up we have the Scrappy Do Camp by Mr. Pimpernel. Would you do it for a Scooby Sned Scoob? Yeah! I'm sorry, I have no idea where that came from. It's past. We're good now. I'm sure there's medication I should be taking for that, but let's just bury our heads in the sand like an ostrich and ignore our impending lunacy. Sound like a plan? Yes, it does. Okay then, first impressions of this camp. It is very simple. There is nothing complicated about this at all, guys. I think the word I'm looking for is understated. Yeah, that's a good one to go with. I'm guessing the deco's going to be pretty insane on the inside, but we're just going to have to hold back on them reins. We'll take a look at that when the time comes. Ah, yeah, exterior, nothing too much to shout home about. I do like how scrappy it is. I like the deco you've got down. And you know what, actually? I like how easy it is for a new player to put together. Yeah, a new guy could come along and build that quite easily. Yeah, perfect. Now onto the interior. It does look really bonny, mate. You can tell you spent a lot of time doing this, and it actually feels quite cozy, which is weird considering you're in a shack in the middle of a junkyard, aren't you? Like I say, though, stellar job with it. I do like the inside more than I like the outside. That's not to say I dislike the exterior. It's just... It's not plain, but it could have done with a little bit more, in my opinion. But I'm not saying it's bad. Let's just clarify that right now. Mr. Pimpernel, solid camp you've got here. Thank you very much for letting Bunny film it. Alright then, for our second build, we've got something totally on the other end of spectrum. The Tuscany Villa by Broski41. Now let me start by telling you something, ladies and gents. I saw this in game. I actually stumbled across it during a stream. This video doesn't do it justice. It is an incredible camp. The thing that stood out to me most about it on the exterior was the mad shapes that Broski's got going on. That is a really cool and unusual looking build, that is. It's really bloody unique. I don't think I've ever seen a camp that is this shape. It really does stand out to me, this one. Obviously, there's been quite a lot of building wizardry done to create this style of camp. I think my favourite little trick on all of this build, to be 100% honest with you, is the skylights up at top there. It is such a cool trick. I see it on a lot of camps, and I think it always looks bob on if it's done properly. Aye, that looks smart, that does. Now, onto the interior, and what can I say, really? Beautifully well decorated. That kitchen area in particular, yeah, that is bloody awesome work. Again, though, there is one thing that I'd like to highlight, which is a really cool and unique little trick. The way that Broski has made sun lounges. What he's done is merged in the reclining cabin chairs. I think they're the cabin chairs or hunting chairs. I'm not too sure. These buggers here. He's basically merged them in with this table, and you get this effect. Broski, awesome camp. Thank you for letting Bunny film it, mate. Camp number 3, we have the Trading Outpost by Moistest Noodles. I cannot say that properly. Moistest Noodles. No, I'm struggling. We're just going to call you Dave from now on. Yeah, that'll do. Right then, so first impression of Dave's camp. It is awesome. This is my kind of style. It's junky. It's scrappy, and it's filled to the rafters with shit, even on the exterior. That's a bloody good sign for an immersive build, that. Straight up with you now, this is probably one of my favourite lore-friendly-ish kind of builds that I've seen in the randoms. I'm properly impressed with this one. It looks like something straight out of the wasteland, to put it bluntly with you. Now, in terms of structures, again, there's nothing actually too mad with this one. We do have the split level thing going on, but other than that, yeah, it's actually quite a simple design in terms of the builds, right? Not in terms of the decor. The decor is what makes this, and Dave has done a fantastic job. Like, this is a really properly well-decorated, scrappy build. I mean, just take a look at his little vendor area there. He's got the pictures on the floor. Everything's really well fleshed out. Yes, I really, really do like this one, mate. Now, believe it or not, we don't have many interior shots on this, but I think the vast majority of it is, 1, that vending area there, and 2, we've got this little crafting area as well. I mean, yeah, it's a crafting area. As long as it's functional, in my opinion, they don't have to be anything too overly complicated, guys. Aye, great job on this one, Dave. Again, thank you very much for letting Buddy film it and letting myself show it on the channel. Much appreciated. Camp number 4, we have the Tranquil Haven by Healing the Past 76. And much like Broski's build, this one is very, very clean indeed. I'm liking this so far from the exterior. It's got quite a nice little cabin vibe about it. I'm not sure why, considering there's like, you know, glass walls and shit, but that's what I'm getting from it at the moment. Okay then, right, so yeah, we're looking at another angle, and we've got the doubled up walls with the brick wallpaper. Totally changes the feel of it all over again. Yeah, this is a really nice build, this, to be honest with you. It's very clean. It's a decent size. I love what you've done with the chimney. That always looks smart. And you've got underpinnings. Need I say anything else, mon petit fleurs? Yeah, this exterior, you've done a solid job with it. Yeah, honestly, really nice looking camp this from the outside. Let's take a ganders on the interior. And okay then, yeah, it is a typical clean kind of setup you've got going on in here. Now, I'll be first to admit, right, I'm not the biggest fan of clean decor. It's never been my thing. I've always liked the scrappy kind of stuff, but I can appreciate it when it's done well, and this place is done well. Healing the Past, solid job all round. I can't really fault this camp. Yeah, thank you very much for letting Bunny film it. Much appreciated. Okay then, for our 5th and final camp, we have Raiders of Even by Atomic Punk. This thing is chonky, and it's built in an awesome location as well, let me tell you. You don't see enough people building here. For those of you who don't know where this is and you fancy trying your hand at it, it's just across from the Uncanny Caverns, and that little market stall there, and the Jeep and whatnot, that's all pre-existing. It's there for you to build around. Now then, Atomic Punk has done a fantastic job at extending this actual structure and making it blend in as well. I love the use of the containers. I think they match in perfectly. But I am also a massive fan of all the vanilla textures you've used. Yes, there is a lot of Atomic Shop in there, but some of the structures, the wall sets that you've used, that is just in the game already. You don't have to get it. Now, another plus point for me is the amount of decor you've got down as well. There isn't a mad amount of it. There's just the right levels of decor, and I think it works really well with the overall theme and design of this whole place. Yeah, you've done a phenomenal job on the exterior, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, onto your interior, and the decor in here, wow, you really have gone to town on it. It is 100% scrappy and immersive, and it looks like it should be in the wasteland. Looks like some guy's gone out and just dragged back whatever bits of furniture he could find. I also think you've done a great job at actually getting so much in here. The build itself is quite large. It mustn't have been easy on the budget, but still, you've managed to fill it up with a decent amount of decor. All in all, an awesome camp. The exterior is what did it for me. Like I say, great use of the location, mate. Thank you very much for letting Bunny film it. And that, guys, just about wraps it up. Massive thank you to Silver Bunny for finding and filming these. And guys, if you're watching, make sure you show us some love. There's a link in description to her channel. Anyhow, as we say it north, I will love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one. Have fun, everybody. Cheers for watching.